Hi guys, Tech Valkyrie here, and right here I have the Elgato Stream Deck, and it's a well-known device among the streaming community. So what is it? What can it be used for? And most importantly, is it worth it? Well, you're about to find out. The Elgato Stream Deck is a customizable control pad primarily designed for live streaming. It's a panel of LCD keys that can be set to change different scenes in your streaming software, launch media and overlays, adjust your audio and lighting, and trigger actions in other tools like Twitter and YouTube. It's got direct integration with OBS, XSplit, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and more, and there's always new integrations coming out. So there are 3 different versions of the Stream Deck. The original Stream Deck has 15 keys and currently retails on Amazon Australia for $225. Its little sister, the Stream Deck Mini, has 6 keys and it's around $150. And its big brother, which I have right here, the Stream Deck XL, has 32 keys, has this fancier magnetic stand here, like that, and it's about $450. There is also a Stream Deck app for your mobile, which is about $3 a month or $25 a year. So it's a lot cheaper than the usual Stream Decks. However, it doesn't have very good reviews. Now, this was a purchase that took me a really long time to buy because I'd seen a lot of other YouTubers and streamers rave about it, but it still seemed like it would be more of a spontaneous purchase or a splurge item. But when I finally purchased it, I found so many more uses for it than I originally intended. I use it for bringing up web pages, loading my games, controlling my Philips Hue lights, controlling my Elgato key lights, controlling my music, controlling OBS when I'm streaming, and even to help me edit my YouTube videos. The Elgato Stream Deck has gone from something I didn't really think I needed to something I now can't live without. This is not a device just for streamers. Anyone that has a computer will find a use for the Elgato Stream Deck, but it will be particularly helpful for video editors, and I'll show you why later on. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the software behind it. It's really simple to use. I actually really like the software. So basically, when you look at the Stream Deck, so you say, for example, the Stream Deck XL, you've got those 32 keys. Well, that set of 32 keys can be seen as a profile, and you can actually create multiple profiles, and you can switch between them. So for example, what I have up here is the main profile. So that's the 32 keys that you first see when I turn on the Stream Deck and when my computer first goes on every day. I also have another profile, which is, let me just bring that one up, streaming profile. So when OBS opens, I have this set of keys that turns up. And so this helps me switch between all of my scenes. It plays some sounds for me. It displays images and that sort of thing. And also I use it to help adjust my Elgato key lights in there as well. And then I have another profile, which is for DaVinci Resolve. So this is for editing my YouTube videos. And I'll go into a little bit more about what I do here a little bit later on. So yeah, so all you have to do is just, for each little thing that you want to use it for, you can create a new profile. So if I just go up here, press new profile, it comes up with this little welcome key that opens up an Elgato homepage. And then you've got all of these keys that you can literally do whatever you want with. And you can have as many profiles as you want. That's what's so great about it. You could literally, you have like 15 keys or 32 keys, but you can do so many different things with it, create so many different profiles that it's literally unlimited how many keys you really have. All right, so on the right-hand side here are all the different integrations that you have. There are more, I'll show you more in a minute. But just to give you an idea, you've got, for example, Elgato's game capture software, OBS Studio, soundboard, the Stream Deck itself, so it's got its own little controls that we can put in there. System, so for example, if you want to go to a website, you want to open up an application, you want to record a hotkey and have that one button activate the hotkey, or play some media or switch to the next media source. You can do all of that there within the system. We've also got Twitter. You can create a tweet, which is pretty cool. You got YouTube, just put a message in, check your viewers that you've got. And then we've got a few other ones here. So this is to check, which I quite like. This one is CPU. So basically it will tell you, if I drag it over here, it will tell you my CPU utilization. And this is quite helpful during my streams to make sure that my computer is doing okay and it's not going to crash and burn on me. So this tells you instantly how much utilization you've got. I also watch this when I'm rendering my videos because it goes up to about 80-85%. So just keep an eye on that. So as you can see, you literally, anything that you want to use, it's just a quick click and drag. So it's very simple. So for example, the multimedia one there, click and drag, and then down the bottom here, you can switch it to what action you want it to do. So that one's previous track. I'll change it to play and pause. And this is really good. This multimedia one actually is, I use this a lot. Literally works with any sort of video source. Even like if you've got Netflix on the internet playing, you can press that and it'll play and pause it. It's really cool. What else have we got? 4K capture utilities, the control center, so that I use for my Elgato key lights. That helps control those. You can have a set brightness in there. Just press a button and it goes straight to that brightness. It's really good. Twitch Studio, bar reader, so a whole heap of things here. Spotify, which does not work very well, so I'm hoping that they update that one. Some of them aren't that great. The Philips Hue one is not very good. I do have another video on a different app that you can use with the Elgato Stream Deck to control your Philips Hue lights called WinHue, so that should be up there somewhere, I think, somewhere up there. Alright, and then there's Twitch, so you can have a pre-composed chat message and all you have to do is press a button and it appears in your chat. That's pretty cool. You can change it to have an emote-only chat, have a followers-only chat, that sort of thing. Create a clip if you just suddenly, you're streaming and you're like, oh my god, I want to, clip that. Press one button and it creates a clip for you. That's really good. Voice mod, I haven't used that, but that's really cool. Voice changer. Done and partners, not sure. Oh, YouTube Tigger. Okay. Cool. And then up the top here, this top right, you can sort of select which ones that you want to see. If you want to see any more, you press on more actions, and these are all of the integrations that they have, and they're continually bringing more out. So it's really, really good. So if this and that, you have like games in there as well. It's quite funny. You've got like Snake. You can play Snake with your Elgato key, like your buttons. Minesweeper as well. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so Stream Deck games. There you go. What? There we go. There's more. See, that's new. Pac-Man. I'll have to try that one out. Go XLR as well. I use a Go XLR. That is very good. You can change your different, I don't know what they call them, scenes in your Go XLR. Alright, so another cool thing about the Stream Deck software is, as well as having all these different profiles, you can also have folders. So if I right click, I'm going to create a folder, and within that, it will open up a whole, it's like a new profile. It opens up a whole new thing, which is technically a folder. They can put a whole lot of buttons in there. So what do I use it for? Well, let me show you. I have a folder called Games. If I click on that, it opens up all my games. And then I just press this one to go straight back. And that goes back to the original profile that I had it set on. So something like that, so it's really good. As you can see, I use it for a whole heap of different things. I use it to open up all of my video services, Prime Video, Stan, Netflix, Disney Plus. Literally just opens up the web pages, all the apps, if you have the apps for them. I use it pretty much all the time to control my lights. I'm continually changing my lights around, as you probably see in my videos and my streams. It's continually changing, so I use it all the time to control that. As you can see, I've got the multimedia buttons here, so if I'm playing Netflix, I just press that button to start it up, and I can play, pause, stop or go to the next one, just with these buttons. All of my games, as I showed you before, easily load up through there. Load up OBS. Alright, so I've done folders, I've done profiles, and so probably the biggest thing which everybody has been raving about with the Elgato Stream Deck, which was sort of like a new release that came out I think sometime this year, is the use of multi-actions. And so basically you can press one button and it can do a whole heap of different things at once. So I have one set up here called Stream. So basically whenever I start a stream, I need to put my lights to a certain, temperature, change my Philips Hue lights to a certain scene that I want. I want to open up OBS. I sometimes open up Spotify as well to play music in the background. I might open up a game as well. And I want to do all of that with one button. And I can. So, well, I sort of can. Let me show you. So I have set up here the Stream multi-action. And I think if you, all you have to do is just right click a square and you can say create multi-action. So I'll show you what I've done with this one. You literally, same with the profiles, just click and drag. That's all you have to do to bring them in there. So with this one, what I do is I open up OBS Studio. I do a profile change on my Go XLR. That's what I was talking about before. For the Go XLR to have, you can have different profiles. So all of your sound settings for streaming and then a different set of sound settings for YouTube, for example. You put them in as profiles in your Go XLR, so you can change that really quickly with the press of a button. So what happens first is I open OBS, I open up my Go XLR profile, and then I open up Twitch, which is for me, I have like my stream manager that loads up for me as well, so that's pretty good. So this is great and all, like it's really good. It's a really good feature. Doesn't always work. And I've had to, particularly for this one, I used to also set my lights, set Spotify to turn, you know, to play a certain playlist as well. But it was continually breaking. You'd get a few steps in and then about half of it wouldn't work. And I had a look at what people were saying on the internet, and they were saying, okay, put in these delays. So you can put in a 3-second delay, or however long you want really, between each action, to hopefully give it a bit of time to then, you know, sort itself out and then load the next action. That works a little bit. It is still not great. So I'm hoping that they're still working on this. It hasn't been great for me, to be honest, the multi-action thing. It's a really great concept, but I'm hoping that they're still working on it, because it has the potential to be amazing. I also like the 32 keys. You're probably wondering, you know, why, you know, because it is a lot more expensive getting the 32 keys, and you sort of think, okay, well, is it worth it as well? But what I found was, I realized as I was looking at getting the normal Stream Deck, so the 15 keys, and I thought, well, I have a feeling I'm going to find many more uses for this. And as you can see, just in my one profile I have. Yes, you can create other profiles. I really like having everything in one profile. So I went with the bigger one, but it is a lot more expensive. And basically, I think, you know, if you're someone like a video editor in particular, because if you're going to do this, and this is what I've got here, these are all hotkeys, which is great for you video editors out there. These are amazing. So literally you just go to your system, you go hotkey, drag it across, and assign, and then it just observes your keystrokes, like, you know, I don't know, Shift S. There we go, and it's got it. So it is extremely helpful. I had this set up for DaVinci Resolve. And it works perfectly in DaVinci Resolve. It's just continually just sitting there pressing buttons, and it does it really fast. So all you video editors out here, this thing is amazing. And I know you probably all got like your own hotkey devices set up, but with this you can have multiple profiles. You could create a folder, and then have a whole lot of different extra hotkeys within that. So the ability of it is literally endless. So yeah, so that is the Stream Deck software. And as I've said plenty of times, it is really easy to use. It's probably the easiest software that I use, and I use it all the time. It is absolutely great. So now the main question, is it worth it? And my answer is, that depends. It's expensive. It is something that you will likely have to save up your hard-earned money for. And it also isn't a necessity. It's not something you absolutely need in order to run your streams or edit your videos. But if you have the money, and I'm not saying go and put it on a credit card, don't go into debt for this thing. But if you have the savings and you believe that you can get a lot of use out of it, like I have, and it can help make tasks easier for you, for example, by putting all of the video editing keyboard shortcuts in there, it has significantly shortened the amount of time it takes me to edit my videos, or something like that, then I think it's a good investment for you, and therefore it's worth it. But a hint, they go on sale pretty frequently, so wait for a sale. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, press that subscribe button. If you have any questions, feel free to add a comment down below, or I also stream live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so feel free to stop by and have a chat with me about it there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.